Hello and welcome to WTRF Channel 1 News. I'm Folasade Ogedengbe, and I am here with platinum songwriter, musician, and producer, Mr. Bob Antoine. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Glad to be here.
Great. Mr. Antoine, I've learned a lot about your passion for music, which developed so organically growing up in a musical family. Springfield is where it all began. At 9 years old, you already had a remarkable gift of musical craftsmanship. What was it about music that made you want to pursue it and create your own?
Well, I come from a musical family, so I naturally gravitated towards playing some part in the musical space. My family consisted primarily of musicians and singers. So I became good at a few instruments, singing not as much, but then I also excelled at songwriting. So it was at that point that I knew that I had a gift and just continued to pursue it.
That's really awesome to reflect on. Um, you attended the High School of Commerce where you studied accounting. Would you say that that's where your business mindset would first develop?
While I love business, my business mindset developed when I was about 9 or 10 years old. I just always knew that I needed to have ownership of my destiny.
Mhm.
And I was good at monetizing my opportunities. So accounting felt good to me in high school because I love numbers and I love negotiating and I just love being fruitful in the business space.
Negotiating definitely gets you places for sure. Um, in 1993, you moved from Springfield to Atlanta, a city known for its strong musical culture. With this life transition, how were you able to navigate through these changes in a new city with such cultural and musical contrasts?
When I moved to Atlanta in 93, 92, 93, Atlanta was just starting to grow its music environment, its culture, with LA and Babyface moving here, following Bobby Brown um, down here to Atlanta. And because it was just starting, that's where I got to meet and rub elbows with the likes of Jermaine Dupri, Dallas Austin, the LaFace family, TLC. And so it was just like Kismet that I would fall into this arena at the same time that the place was starting to become what it is now known as the new Motown, the new Hollywood, so to speak.
That is incredible to, just have that on your shoulders that way. Um, you've seen the involvement of music through time. How do you feel about artificial intelligence being introduced to the music industry?
Well, AI, just like the drum machine, the sampler, the sequencer, the music software, the software instruments, soft instruments, virtual instruments, it's just a tool.
Mhm.
It helps save time, and time is something that you can't get back, so it helps save us time. But I always say that it's garbage in, garbage out. So if you don't know what you're doing or you're not as proficient as what you're doing, you may get a decent result out of it. But if you don't really know what you're doing, all you're going to do is just get something that doesn't mean anything. But at the same time, it's also going to dilute the market share because there are a lot of people that were on the cusp of being decent that AI is going to make them a lot better and it's going to confuse the market. And just like in the stock market, it's going to dilute the shares and makes things worthless.
Do you think that it hurts the progress of an artist trying to, make their way, pave their way through?
Yes, at the moment, it does hurt new artists if they're trying to use AI as their crutch to get into the music industry. Because right now, the majority of the music industry, these people have slept on floors, worked at fast food restaurants, they've toiled, they, used all of their blood, sweat, and tears just to get to the point of being at the door. And then along comes someone who just punches in a few prompts on a computer, and next thing you know, they have a multi-million-dollar deal, or they're doing massive interviews. So it stings a little, but that's what technology does. When the landscape changes, you just have to be ready to pivot with the change.
All right. Thank you for that. Over the span of your career, you've built an innovative brand for yourself. How have you managed the balance between being an entrepreneur and a musician?
Being able to wear hats on both sides of the field, to be hired to do something. I'm fortunate enough to have studied my craft to be a songwriter, a producer, a musician, a recording engineer, a mixing engineer, a vocal producer. Whatever it is that a client may need for me to do, I'm able to step into that space. And sometimes I like to step into those spaces just to see what the other world looks like, and then bring that data back home to my own company, where I can apply those same principles to what we do here at my company.
That's really inspirational, seeing this new perspective of like, this is what business is and this is how you go about this process. As you've looked back on the things that you've accomplished in this industry, what advice would you give to aspiring artists or anyone watching?
The first thing that I would say is to be honest with yourself, understand what it is that you're trying to do, what it is that you're trying to accomplish, and understand that the arena that you're going into, there was a certain amount of dopamine that you received when you liked an artist or you liked a song, and you want your songs to have that same kind of effect, not only on your audience, but on yourself. And if you're not getting that, then you're just rolling the dice to see if you can get lucky. But if you want to be consistent, then you have to truly lock into what that feeling is, and just make sure that you're studying your craft every day. Make sure you get your 10,000 hours in for mastery, and just don't waste any time, because time is a dream killer.
I definitely feel the impact of what you just said. That's definitely gonna help me through my process, that, time is important and use it wisely. So thank you. Our final question today is, what are a few words that you'd share with your 9-year-old self if he were here today?
To my 9-year-old self, I would say learn to build more relationships. Being an introvert, from a personal perspective, if I don't have to be around a lot of people, I just enjoy being in my own company, reading, writing, or creating, things of that nature. But I also am, when it comes to this music space, I can become very extroverted, and I can talk ad nauseum about the craft and about the business. So I would just tell myself, don't take things personally when it comes to negotiating. Business is business. It is not emotion. There is no emotion in business. And just understand that you will make some phenomenal deals when you get older, and just take it all in stride and keep working.
Well, that's incredible. Thank you for your insight, Mr. Antoine. And I want to thank you again for taking your time out being here today. This has been an interview with songwriter, musician, and producer, Mr. Bob Antoine. I'm Folasade Ogedengbe, and you have been watching WTRF Channel 1 News. Thank you.
You're welcome.